We've got the Subaru Sambar van back. We're going to be doing it because now we have the parts to do the work that we need to do. The fuel filter was bad. I don't know if you remember. Or the fuel pump was bad. We're going to do the fuel filter as well. The valve cover was leaking. We had a cam seal leaking. So we're going to be replacing all of that stuff today now that we have the parts, because these are not, you know, down at O'Reilly. So we got all the new parts, filter, pump, the timing belt stuff with the seals for the crank seal and the cam seal, our little tensioner. This is the O-ring for the distributor, and then our valve cover gasket that we're going to be replacing. So with how it is, I'm going to lift the car because it's a lot tighter than I remember. So I think it'll be better from underneath. Could be wrong. We'll find out. So underneath is definitely a lot better for the fuel pump and the fuel filter. I'm going to take off the fuel filter first, and then we're going to do the pump because it's technically behind it. And then we'll, you know, install in the reverse order. But this looks pretty easy. Fuel filter and fuel pump are replaced. Hoses are back on. It plugged in. Everything's good there. Now we're going to do the gasket replacements because leaking oil is not cool. We're going to do the valve cover. If you didn't see our last video, this is a cool thing. Come on, buddy. There we go. All right, valve cover and distributor. So we can do all those. And this one, the valve cover doesn't have to be off to do the timing belt, so no worries there. But I'm gonna go to the parts washer and clean this thing. Ooh. Ooh. This one needs a little bit more oil changes, which is funny because I think it's got like 40,000 miles or kilometers on it. So I do see a little bag of O-rings in there. I did get it. I want to clean out, I guess. I blew it out with air, and that's got the rest of it because I didn't want any loose chunks in there. Just the corners. You put it anywhere else. I am disappointed in you. The next thing is going to be over here. We're going to see how much I got to take off to do all of this. Doesn't look horrible, but we'll find out. I ain't done this one before. I'm going to take the strut off because it's in the way. We're going to take this cover off, and hopefully that's all I need to take off on this side, then we can get to everything in there. This has got one belt for the alternator and AC compressor. So if that lines up there, then front is here and back is here. That would make sense. And then I have these two marks. Ain't that a cute little crank pulley though? Yeah, I'm gonna go with it was definitely leaking. As I like took the bolt off, I saw a little bit of drip. I'm like, oh. There we go. All right, so just for those viewers out there who are wanting to attempt this, getting that bolt, you're gonna need that. Anything bigger, and by bigger I mean this bigger, you ain't getting it. And then we're not doing the water pump as customer requested. We're just doing the timing belt stuff. They didn't want to do anything with coolant, even after the stuff that we saw with the coolant, which if you didn't see, go see. Not pretty. Squeeze it as hard as you can. All right, I looked it up and I found the torque specs for the 3 bolts that go into the cam gear. And just as you would guess it, it's 1.2 kilograms per meter plus or minus 0.2 kilograms per meter. So that makes total sense that they would only be that much. So the belt comes with timing marks and they line up from the cam gear, start, down, under to the crank gear, and they plop on where they should be. You can see this one, and that would be the arrow pointing this is where we should be. That would be the dot saying this is where we should be, and that's the line that says where we should be. And this other side got the other stuff. So now we're gonna tension it, putting the pulley on, turning it a little bit this way, getting that tension to go down and then tightening it up. You don't want to put much pressure on it because, like I said before in any of our other videos, you can overload the bearing and cause some problems. We are done back here. The only last thing that we have to do for this car is we're doing a throttle body cleaning. So I'm going to show you guys how we're going to do that on this one. It is fuel injected, where some of the other K cars that we've done have been carbureted, so I don't really had to do a throttle body cleaning on those ones. But this one we have a little kit for it, a little can, take off the throttle body, clean it up, put throttle body back on. We might be able to do it without taking the throttle body off. I'll see how complicated it looks. Throttle body, I'm going to take off the air filter stuff. We're going to take off this worm clamp so that we can see the throttle body, and it is rather small, so we might have to take it off. We're gonna look in there and how easy it's going to be to clean that up, and I'm gonna go grab my cleaner. And I should be able to just get it nice and clean in there, and I might take a screwdriver with paper towel on it. That way I can clean it all up. You're getting some of it. I mean, it wasn't like caked up on this one though, so we're not going to be seeing. Yeah, it didn't look like the valve cover. No. I know it's hard for you guys to tell, but that is definitely clean in there now. So I'm gonna put this back together, and then we're gonna see if it starts. And I left this in from last time because it actually never left the shop. So we're gonna plug that in and watch the fuel pressure. I was going to do it while we let it burp, but we didn't have a water pump, so coolant's still the same, which means technically we just go driving it if we wanted to. And we might do that because I feel being daring. We'll let this thing warm up while we go drive around and hope we can make it back. It might take a crank or two because we replaced the fuel pump to get it to start, but fire in the hole. Oh. .40 PSI or 41 rather. Sounds beautiful. So the next thing is, if we drive it, will it die? Because yeah, I don't know if you remember the video, but we'll put a little clip in here of the fuel pressure dropping and us no longer being able to accelerate. Oh, there it is. There it is. Yep. See, now I'm on the gas. Now I'm off the gas. Oh, we'll turn the AC off because I'm sure that didn't help. Oh, we're not in park. There we go. So fuel pressure, right? Yep. Now we're gonna put it in drive. We're gonna start accelerating. And then it starts running out of fuel because the pump's no longer pushing. And then I get off the gas. Fuel pressure stables out a little bit. We can go again for a little bit. And then fuel pressure dies down, let go. Yeah, let's go see if we get stuck. I heard the AC compressor kick on. I hope it works. It's hot out. Oh, that could be part of the, what's it called? The throttle body cleaner that we put in there. Put a lot. Yep, that's what that looks like. All right, let's see if we can do the big loop and make it back. Right? If you could hop through this door and then open it for us.
Yeah. How could 3 people fit in there? It's like a clown car.
Right? And it's super hot outside, so if it was gonna fail. All right, well, I'm gonna go with my diagnostic was correct. Fuel pump was the main problem. But now it's got, you know, stuff cleaned and whatnot for the valve cover, intake, or the throttle body and all the other stuff. We fixed some oil leaks. Doesn't mean that all of them are taken care of, but we did fix them, new timing belt and whatnot. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, do all the other stuff, and keep an eye out for more videos.